afternoon, everyone. Welcome to New York State Bridge Authority meeting February 18th. We have our commissioner sitting around the table with our executive director and our assistant deputy director and our counsel. On my left, we have Mr. Rod Dressel, Commissioner Rod Dressel. We have our deputy executive director, Ms. Tara Sullivan. We have our commissioner, Roger Higgins. We have our commissioner, who is it?
I was killing it.
Trevor Magda. We have our counsel, Carl Whitback, our executive director, Joe Ruggiero, myself, chairman, Richard Gerantine. Welcome, everybody. I'd like to adopt the regular minutes of January 21st meeting.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chairman, just for the record, that was the January 19th meeting. There's a typo on
I'm
the agenda.
sorry.
The meetings are correct. The minutes are correct.
All right, so let's make that correction as amended. Mr. Higgins?
So moved again. Second.
All in favor?
Aye. Aye.
Thank you. Okay, administration, engineering and maintenance, Mr. Wright.
Good afternoon.
How are you?
Very good. Yourself?
A lot better.
First off, we'd like to purchase an aerial truck for the Mid-Hudson Bridge. It's replacing an old truck that was the lift was sitting on a chassis from 1991. The cost of the new truck would be $126,322.40.
Jeff, is this the new direction? When I opened this up, I expected to see one of the big, more bulky trucks, but this is a much smaller. But does that seem to be the trend?
It's as high as we need to go with our guys. Yeah.
So moved.
This isn't for the one that goes down underneath.
No, that's a different. That would cost much more. Yeah.
Moved, second. Who seconded?
Okay.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Next.
We'd also like to purchase a small 4x4 dump truck for the Newburgh-Beacon Bridge. This would be replacing one of the pickup trucks that we have. We found that the dump trucks are very useful, and we've been using them quite a bit at some of the other facilities. So it's got a 2 to 3 yard dump body for a cost of $44,281.
So moved.
Second.
Any questions? All in favor say aye.
Aye.
Treated salt procurement for 2016, total of $128,880.30. We've got approximately $34,500 left from previous purchase orders, and so this would be for additional salt to get us through the rest of the operating budget.
So moved.
Second.
Second.
This is the 128 plus the 34?
Correct.
No?
No, we're only...
replaces the 34,000.
Yeah.
In other words, but this is just actually a line of credit from the board to buy salt. That doesn't mean
Correct.
you're going to buy 100.
Exactly.
Right, that's right.
Compensation level.
And the contract is good for 1 year?
The 81.
Where are we on salt so far? Speaking of salt, use is it average or a little less?
No, it's a lot less than
Last year
average.
anyway.
$6 for a pound in the store. For me.
Any other discussion? If not, roll call. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
In-house capital project?
Right, so we have a budget of $1,250,000 for the 2016 in-house capital improvement program. You can see the various projects at each facility that we're planning on doing in-house. We'll be saving over $1 million by doing the projects in-house versus going out for contracts.
So moved.
Second? All right.
Second. Yep.
Any questions? If not, all in favor say aye.
Aye.
Last up is the variable message sign purchase. We'd like to purchase 2 new trailer-mounted variable message signs, along with a cell plan for modem access, so we can change the signs via modem. The total cost would be $30,180.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any questions? No? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Engineering jobs in progress. The walkway over to Hudson railing rehab is scheduled to begin work in April. The Mid-Hudson Bridge dehumidification of the anchorages and towers is underway. The contractor's ordering equipment, and we should be getting signed contracts by the end of this week for the Rip Van Winkle railing project.
Move to accept the jobs in progress report.
Second. Any questions on that? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mr. Wright. Brian, financial? It's all right.
Good afternoon. How you doing, Carl? For the investment report for the month of January, there was only one purchase for the month. Basically, with the market turmoil, interest rates swung around a bit, so we didn't have any more than one per month. Those investments that investment is reflected in the investment inventory report, still sitting comfortably with the maintenance reserve fund balance. Investment yield is now up a bit because the funds that were used to pay off the final payment from Newburgh Beacon, the deck job, were all invested short-term, so we've seen an increase in yield as a result of the longer investment horizon.
Of course, right, when we had a bunch of money, interest was low. Now we have no money, interest is higher.
In all fairness, they were up a little bit during the first part of January, and then when the market took such a hit, now we're kind of back where we were. We're seeing some rates down back as low as they were at the lows of 2013. So even I had an investment that was set to go in mid-January, and the bank called me up and said yields were negative again, don't bother.
I was going to ask you, fortunately, if the market has improved a little bit in the last, 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days, I think it's improved a little bit, but
I don't know what
it hasn't been
today,
great.
today.
Down.
It's down.
If it continues to stay down in the 14 category, how would that have affected us if it stayed down?
You know, really,
Let's say a week ago today.
everything, it's really dependent upon what the prevailing, I guess you would call them prevailing cash flows in the bond markets are. So as long as people are running out of the stock market and trying to invest in bonds, it's driving the yields on those bonds lower. So we see what we saw, in the early part of January, where yields are negative on short-term investments. We simply will not invest in a negative investment. It doesn't add any value for us. We actually would lose money. So it kind of forces us to hold a little more cash than we normally would like, but at the end of the day, we're going to go and we're going to try to take the best advantage that we can to try to maximize, with obviously the lower rates of interest of treasuries, but as long as the market continues to do poorly, it's relatively likely, and the market is questioning the likelihood of the Fed raising interest rates further during this year. And anytime interest rates stay low overall, yes, we're going to see it a bit.
But in a nutshell, we're keeping everything under a mattress.
I was just going to say that too. When you look at any investment, you might have to say,
Is that mattress on site?
5 companies down in the back.
The mattress down in the back room. They say, run short sometimes, crossing over.
Yes, drain one, yeah.
Any other questions? If not, move it.
To accept
Okay,
the investment report.
Thank you. You got it? Sure. Absolutely. All in favor, say aye.
My second item is the annual payment to the Department of Civil Service for this year. The bill has dropped to $19,993.19. Reduction on a per-person basis from $172 to $166 on a lower employee base of $122 to current $119. So we did a little bit better.
So moved.
Second. Any discussion? Questions? Roll call, all in favor, say aye.
Right.
Thank you, Brian.
Thank you.
Next, Human Resources and Information Technology.
Good afternoon. Got two items today. The first is part of our annual server replacement program. We're looking to purchase 3 servers to upgrade aging equipment in our video enterprise. We selected, went out for cost. We found servers on New York State contract with a women-owned business through Q&A Tech. And the total price is $28,320, which is identical pricing to our purchase from last year.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you. The second item is for system-wide network services. We went out with an RFP. This is to provide the connectivity for data from bridge to bridge. Light Tower had the previous contract. They were the only respondent to the new RFP. They're uniquely situated to provide connectivity and provided us with a quote of $9,130. This will allow us also to upgrade the speed at which the lines communicate by half again as much, and it drops the price from what we're currently paying by approximately $1,000 a month.
So moved. Second.
Questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All right, thank you very much.
Great, thank you.
Next, we have bridge operations. Wayne?
Afternoon. Just one item. I have an invoice from the Thruway Authority for the last quarter of the last year. Easy Pass expenses in the amount of $964,788.38. Looks to be all in order. Nothing out of the ordinary. I'd like to ask for your approval to pay that.
So moved. Second.
Any questions? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Thank you.
Thank you, Wayne. Joseph?
You have the, my monthly expense report for January, no expenses to report, as well as the January 2016 traffic and revenue analysis report, which shows a year-over-year analysis of January that we're up, largely probably due to the lack of snow in this January, whereas last January traffic came to a dead halt on certain days for the bad weather, and I'm more sure the low price of gas is adding to some of that. And then you have the Easy Pass sales analysis report as well. We're continuing to sell Easy Pass in the lanes, but it's dropped off from its high peak about a year or two ago. I think getting to a certain saturation level in the market, which is typical of what we see on our sister agencies outside of the Hudson Valley.
Any questions?
Are there any, Easy Pass, maybe it's a question for Bob. The Easy Pass, are people getting eliminated from Easy Pass for not paying or violating or anything like that? Or once anybody has Easy Pass, majority of them are keeping it up, paying and...
Yeah, I mean, in terms of our customers, or in
customers
general?
as a whole. In other words, that you wonder, there shouldn't be that many sales. You think the people that want it.
Well, the people who are buying, they're
Except
buying...
for young folks who just got driver's licenses.
You don't
and
know.
Cars.
Some folks that maybe there's a change in their lifestyle, they're commuting back and forth more over the bridge. They want it because they travel around the state. There's all sorts of reasons folks.
People moved here from a state that didn't have Easy Pass.
Yeah, it's, that's
those are only customers, really potential customers.
the two biggest things that I think help drive up the increase in the Easy Pass sales for our agency, which is part of the whole network of the state, is the cash differential between the cash toll and Easy Pass toll, as well as actually making it available in the toll lane, whereas before we would send folks to they either come in here to the counter or go to a local supermarket to buy them. So that availability, that was an idea we got from the MTA, and we saw a huge surge, as you know, and now we're close to 70% in some bridges of Easy Pass usage. So I think that's like the natural sweet spot, if you will, of those people who prefer to just keep cash because they want cash.
Any other questions? No, saying that, any presentations of boards, old business, new business, we are going to have attorney-client privilege session, correct, Carl?
Yes. Yes.
We will have no action there, so we can adjourn the meeting. Our next meeting is March 17, 2016, at 3 p.m.
St. Patty's Day?
I don't know, is it?
Yes, it is.
We'll have soda bread.
Cream water. Table with container. We'll have some Jameson, all right? That'll get you here.
I think that's what Joe was looking for.
I know. Some Irish coffee.
You can't be in, well, you can be.
They got me in everything.
All right, well, we'll work out the schedule if the commission is not available via Skype or parade. I don't know. Be careful.
We'll have the leprechaun bring it, Joe.
Yeah. Be careful. All right.
Greg might have to come down and work the computer.
But I'm there for you.
I know you.
All right, motion to adjourn, who's saying?
Someone.
We'll adjourn. Second?
Second.
All in favor, say aye. Thank you.